Hello everyone, I am the Let's Play Baseball Curse. This is my final, for now, video on the Among Us maps. Last time, we tackled Mira HQ. This time, we'll be tackling Polus. Now, this is the office that we started out in. It's where people come to when emergency meetings are called. But, just like on Mira HQ, that's not where the match would start. The game will start up here on the dropship. Now this map is the biggest and I think the most complicated because we have lots of rooms, different ways to get there, not really that connected much. So let's explore a little bit. So we come outside and we're going to come up here first. This is where the reactor task would get called. It's one side of it. The other side, the other one is over here on the other side. Up here. So, let's go get the new tasks and explore Polus a little bit. So we can come back down here into the office again, grab our stuff, and go. We have the boiler room. We can open waterways and replace the water jug. Communications, we can reboot the Wi-Fi. Dropship, we can insert keys. Electrical, nothing new. Laboratory, repair drill, align telescope, and record temperature. In medbay, nothing new. O2, can monitor trees and fill canister. In the office, we don't need to upload data, but we can scan our boarding pass. Outside, there are a bunch of different weather nodes to fix. All of them are the same. So I will fix GI, and there's also record temperature. The specimen room, there's nothing new except store artifacts. In storage, there's fuel engines, so I'll just show it because it's a little different. Weapons, nothing new, and that's about it. So, let's start by heading this way. Now, we're going to start in communications, I think. So that one, it just has a different skin. You boot the Wi-Fi down and leave, wait for it to come back up. We're going to next head down here. We're in O2. Now into the boiler room, where we have to spin the wheel a little bit. Water will fill up. This is opening the waterways. And then we can also come up here and replace the water jugs. You have to click on this button and hold until one is empty and one is full again. Then if we come up here into this room of O2, you fill up this canister by dragging it down and sliding it in. Slide it out. Do the same for a second canister. And ta-da, that's the task. Up here, to the north a little bit by the tree, in the tree room, you slide these up and down so they fit on the line. And that task is done. If we come back outside, this is opening the last waterway. We can come back into communications room, power on the Wi-Fi again, wait for it to be okay, and that task is done. And back in the office, we can fill up this water jug here. That task is done. Now if we come over this way, this is the office. Again, click on the arrow, on the other arrow, move it over to the red part, it'll turn green, and that is done. Here's the admin room with the admin table and where card swipe will be. You can see all the different rooms. You will not be able to see when people are outside. Ooh, another new thing to this map, which I forgot to mention in the office, is Vitals, this TV here. You click on it, you can see, okay, there are 5 of us in this game. Everyone is still alive. If somebody dies, I'll go over that. As imposter, if somebody dies, they'll show up as dead or disconnected. Actually, outside right here is one of the record temperatures. Click on the up arrow to get it to 311 degrees, and that task is done. Now, if we keep going outside, over to the west, here is one of the many nodes that I chose to do for the fix the nodes. So it's a maze, you just gotta get it to from the start to the end, click and drag. If you mess up, you'll have to let go and start over. In dropship are the keys. Click on the keys, drag it to the one that lights up, turn it, and that completes the task. Very easy to do at the very beginning. In storage, you have the refuel station for the engines. Come over to, I guess once we do the right engine first, come over to the right engine, refuel, go back into storage, get more fuel, go to the left engine, and finish refueling there. Next stop on our journey will be in laboratory, where we have a lot of stuff to do. We can fix the rocket, come over here, use, status is bad, so we click on these rectangles until they disappear, and its status is fine now, and that task is done. Up to this part, over here, is where we click off the node that we fixed. There went like 6 different nodes. We clicked off the one that we did, and that's fine. Here we can fix the temperature again, or record it. It's reading -15, go down to -15, and that task is done. Over here is a line telescope. We have to look for this thing in the bottom right corner. There's a planet, there's a planet, there's a planet thing. There's what we're looking for. There are a couple others that I didn't quite see. Here's medbay. This is where there are some older tasks here too. Come into, finally, decontamination to the specimen room. 2 ways into this, one here, one in admin. I'll leave that way. Get sprayed, can walk in. A couple tasks in here, including sort artifacts. There's there's a diamond, another gem, a leaf, and a skull. And that's all the new tasks. So, next, I'm going to show off some of the things the imposter can do. So we come back up here, and now we are imposter. So the vents are a little scattered. There's a vent here that leads to outside and in storage. There's a vent down here that I kind of hinted at a second ago that leads right outside. Leads up here by outside lab and inside the lab. And then, if we head outside, there's this vent here, which leads to this vent over here on the other side. And then finally, I believe there's this last vent, which leads inside cameras and into O2. Cameras are down here. Security is a little different this time, where you can look at one camera at a time. Here's the east one. It'll be blinking if it's on. This is outside admin. There's the office right there where vitals were. There's the central one. It's in between the other side of office and communications. Northeast, which is outside of laboratory and dropship. South, which is by the office. Southwest, which is by the boiler room. And the northwest, which is right outside. Now, some sabotages. Nothing really new. There's the reactor, doors closing, and communications. As well as lights. Nothing, again, really new. So, the last thing I want to show is when I showed vitals earlier, everyone was alive. I killed Dummy. Then if we run back over towards vitals, we will see what happens. And what happens is, oh look, Orange is dead. So what I can do now is, if I know where the body, if I find the body, I can report it, or I can come and report an emergency meeting. Oh no, Orange is dead. I saw it on vitals. Who did it? Oh, it's Dummy 1. Vote for Dummy 1. Dummy 2 got voted out. So now that there are some crewmates gone, we can come back over to vitals. And now they've both been disconnected. That should cover just about everything. Dropship, laboratory, specimen, admin, office, storage, communications, weapons, election. Yeah, that should cover everything. Thank you guys so much for watching this real short mini-series on the Among Us maps. Can't wait for the airship to drop. I will make a video on that when it comes out. And I'll see you guys later for my regular stuff. Bye.